Hello, guys. Thank you for joining me on the Highly Vol podcast. In my car edition, in this episode, I got to address the fact that LA is a slum right now. In this article, I want to share with you guys, this is from the Daily Wire. I'll leave a link in the description below. But it's concerning about the Los Angeles mayor, Eric Garcetti, right? This guy is a joke of a mayor. Let's say what it is, right? Let me get the article ready for you guys. But I know you can't read. I'm just gonna read out to you guys. But I'll leave, like I said, I'll leave the link in the description, like all of my other videos, right? But this headline, it said, "Union boss, L.A. Mayor Garcetti, Green New Deal is pushing members towards GOP and Trump's." All right, pushing members to GOP and Trump. Organized labor in Los Angeles recently launched an ad campaign blasting Democratic Mayor Eric Garcetti. If you know who Eric Garcetti is the son of the DA for Los Angeles during the OJ trial, right? Something Garcetti. He's a DA. He's a part of the DA team with Marshall Clark and the other guy who tried prosecute OJ Simpson during that famous OJ Simpson, right? So basically, Eric Garcetti is the son of the guy from the DA, right? So he's the mayor of Los Angeles over the proposal of new Green Deal, claiming the environmental plan would cost union jobs, increase energy bill, erode middle classes, right? All right. Television and radio spots supported by seven figures ad by beginning permeating Southern California airwave earlier this month. A TV commercial broadcast during primetime viewing hours referencing an unfulfilled 6 years of Eric Garcetti vow to eliminate homelessness in Los Angeles. If you aren't aware, Los Angeles is facing a homeless crisis. And the consequences of this homeless crisis, we have an epidemic of disease outbreaks, right? Rats infestation, feces, and unsanitary condition. That's what LA is facing right now. But let me continue in this article, right? It said, if elected mayor, right? That's what Garcetti said, right? If elected mayor, a recent count showed that 36, let me read it over. A TV commercial broadcasting during primetime viewing hours referencing a unfulfilled 6 years Garcetti vowed to eliminate homelessness in LA. He said, if elected mayor, he said it in it. He said that if he was elected as mayor, let me rephrase that. All right, I apologize, right? But let me finish the article. A recent count shows that 36 and 300 homeless people, 36 and 300,000 homeless people within the city eliminates city limit, a 16% increase over the last year. So basically, when he was running for mayor, his campaign promises to eliminate homelessness, and what happened? It shows that he increased homeless by 16%. Right? That was one of his campaign promises, to eliminate homelessness. But he didn't deliver. He increased homelessness. Okay? Here's just a transcript from the commercial. Remember when Eric Garcetti pledges to end homelessness in Los Angeles? $1 billion of our tax dollars spent, and the crisis is worsened than ever. Now he wants to green tax Los Angeles drivers and utility rate hike on local family. Let's pump the brake on Eric Garcetti new taxes. The only thing green will be money coming out of the wallet, right? If you're unaware, California's been hemorrhaging money. They've been taxing. They've been implementing all these new taxes, right? And nothing gets done, right? They gas tax, car registration tax, right? All this tax money, and there's still no improvement. Taxing for roads, because roads is not improving. Road is still breaking apart. It's dilapidated, right? So the California politician is so jacked up over here. They're not promising on their demands. The only solution is to raise taxes. If you hear police siren, I'm outside in the street right now. This is typical Los Angeles right here, all right? Police siren, right? But anyway, I digress. But they make all these promises by raising taxes to do all this stuff, and it still is not getting done. So tax is not the only solution. Tax is not the solution. What is the solution, by my opinion, is enforcing the law, right? But look, this is what I heard from people from outside of California, what they do in their city, right? This comes from a guy from Cincinnati, Ohio, or in Cleveland, right? Cincinnati, Ohio, was primarily Republican, right? You know what they do to this homelessness? They enforce the law, right? I'm not saying there's no homeless in Cincinnati, but it's fewer than compared to Los Angeles, right? Cincinnati doesn't have the same kind of homeless epidemic as Los Angeles do, right? You know what they do in Cincinnati? They call the cops and the cops kick them out. They don't do that in Los Angeles, all right? The cops just let them do whatever they want, all right? Because if a cop do anything, they might get typhus, hepatitis, all these diseases. Because recently the police contracted some kind of typhus medieval diseases, right? So that's the contrast between places like Ohio and California. All right? Ohio actually do something about their homeless problem. They kicked them out, enforced the law. That is the solution that we need to implement in California. And they're not simply not doing that. Once you be hard on these people, right, it does not give them incentive to come here. It does not give them any incentive to be homeless in California. Right? They're softballing the issue, right? But I digress. But let me finish reading the article for you. The drive is to sponsored by Working Californian Research Fund, a profit advocacy organization in front of groups for the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, BIEW, Local 18. A union represents about 90% workers at the LA Department of Water and Power, right? The largest municipal utility in the United States. Brian Darcy, who founded the Workers Californian and also served as a business manager in IBEW Local 18, said Garcetti's proposal is one of the severe progressive environmental policy pushing union worker towards Donald Trump and the Republican Party, all right? It's already happening, Darcy revealed. If you aren't aware, right? If you aren't aware, Rush Limbaugh suggests that Donald Trump should come to campaign in California more often and point out California mistake. He would capitalize on this thing right now. If Donald Trump would come to California campaign once a month, right? He would capitalize. This is said by Rush Limbaugh. All right, it's a prime opportunity for Donald Trump to campaign in Los Angeles or California. Because at the rate people perspective in California is actually changing. All right, people perspective in California is actually changing. All right, because of the failed policy the Democrats are implementing. Look, the Democrats got a unanimous power, all right, and they still can't pass anything. Right, they can only pass all this free stuff for illegals, immigrants, but they can't pass anything for its own citizen. Right, they got the majority power. You see how corrupt Democrat is? They can't get anything done. This was what government do. They cannot get anything done, even though they have the majority votes, and they still can't get anything done in California. See how corrupt it is? All right. So in the article by Rush Limbaugh, he said, "Mr. President, come to California, make all your cases that California cannot afford, job losses cannot have all these homelessness, right? Point out the flaws with California, and he will surely win over California, right? Because people are getting tired of it now, Californians, all right? And you think, but let me finish reading the article. Politico recent report that Darcy said that he has heard from score of members who are so angered about the issue they are considering sitting out the election or even cast their ballot for Donald Trump. I'm getting this quote. I'm getting hate mails and blowbacks from our workers, said the Democratic Party is doing nothing for us, Darcy claimed. In April, IBEW members protest Eric Garcetti's decision to abandon plans to rebuild 3 coastal natural gas plants. The mayor unveiled his Green New Deal at a press conference later that month, according to Politico. Quote, hundreds of jeans-wearing, tattooed union members outside the event chanting Garcetti gotta go and denounced the move as a betrayed. Garcetti's aggressive goals include phasing out gas-fueled cars and call for 80% of electricity to be generated by the sun, wind, and water. They were sold to LA as a vision of Green New Deal climate changes policy, advocated by Representative AOC. What they don't understand that wind power, solar power is not an efficient way to create power. You can take people and politicians to tell you how to generate power fast. The best way, like power, the way power works, right? The faster the turbines spin, right? The faster the turbines spin, the higher the turbine spin, the more electricity it is. Wind does not generate enough electricity to fund the whole state, right? Wind does not generate the turbine fast enough to keep up with demands. Same goes for solar. Solar does not absorb enough heat to keep up with demands. Enough heat to generate power to keep up with California demands. The only thing that generates enough heat, right? Generate enough power is either nuclear power plant or coal power plant, right? Which is the only way to sustain the population right now when it comes to energy, right? And you can take these kind of politician advice to how to generate electricity and not take company like Edison company and all that stuff, how to create energy. Well, you gonna listen to a politician about this? You're out of your mind. But let me finish this article. Several energy workers union spoke out against AOC proposal earlier this year, calling her suggestion reform threaten our members of our family standing of living. According to Working California spokesman, Garcetti's idea would result the loss of 1,800 jobs from electrical workers, right? Sacrificing highly skilled organized laborers for power paying green jobs. Occupational data indicate that many employment opportunities created by green economy are for landscape maintenance and areas that require minimal amount of training. Exactly. These green jobs are low-wage jobs. They don't understand that. The campaign also said Garcetti Green New Deal would cause utility bills to double and triple, right? Because they laid off all the people who managed to set up the grid. In a cost that taxpayer could lead to more homelessness. A radio commercial warned that the initiative would increase gas prices, worsen traffic congestion, which California already have a bad traffic congestion as it is because of giving out license to illegals. Quote, this is a generational battle between old ways of doing business and new ways of doing business, Garcia said, which is a false equivalency. All right. Working Californian told KFI Radio it would ramp up its effort against Garcetti before the end of the year. In the next strategic phase is expecting to be more of call for action. In 2013, Working California ran a political action committee in collecting more than $4 million in support for Garcetti mayor opponent, Wendy Guerrero. I can't pronounce the name. Greuel. Guerrero is the largest donator was IBE Local 18, which along with the affiliates spent $2 million in pursuit of defeating Garcetti in the race. Garcetti won an election and was re-elected in 2017 and in turn to 2022, right? But the thing is, when he got elected, he was barely got re-elected by a slim margin, so not everybody support him, right? And that's the end of the article. I'll leave it in the description below. It's from the Daily Wire, right? But that to add to this article is that right now Garcetti is facing a recall election. People are getting tired of him, right? Because of the homeless situation. There's a petition out right now, right? That's calling for his recall. Because at the rate that we're going, we cannot wait till 2022 to have Eric Garcia to be mayor of Los Angeles anymore, right? This is how bad he's running things in Los Angeles. Right? This is crazy. The homelessness is double, more than double, triple, whatever it is. It's worse. And you see more tent city than ever. There's feces on the ground, needle syringes, and even the homeless people are complaining that illegal alien got preferential treatment over all these Pakistan apartments. You know all these apartments that they're building right now? It turns out illegal aliens, all right, are getting preferential treatment in housing. I'm sorry, but my camera got cut off. And as I was saying is that even even illegal aliens are getting preferential treatment from this Pakistan apartment. They're housing these illegal aliens in this apartment instead of our own citizen that's on the street. Homeless people are start complaining about illegal alien now in Los Angeles as we speak right now. All right, that's what they're not covering in the news. But Los Angeles is a hell in a handbasket right now, right? People are getting tired of the politician. They're running out the money. They're not telling what they're doing with the money. Right? The only option is to increase more taxes, raise more taxes for people, and people are getting sick and tired of it. Right? I hope liberals are understanding this because most liberal are group thinkers. Right? You do not want to be a group thinker. Right? Most liberal think in the pack. They don't think outside the box. They don't think for themselves. Right? They make decisions at a pack. That's what I'm trying to say. Right? And you don't want to be a liberal. And that's the thing with what's wrong with liberal these days. They like to think unisons. That's why most of them are socialists. Most of them are communists. That's why it's hard to break from the pack, right? They want free this, free that, free this, but they don't want to work hard enough for it. But you know what? I'll leave a link in the description below of all the things I said. This is the Highly Evolved Podcast. And if you don't know, YouTube is banning my channel, shadow banning my channel, lower the view counts, or not spreading it a lot. Spreading my videos out on the web, right? Because of what I'm doing, I'm not taking any donation. I'm not bothered by any outside interference. I'm not scripted, unrehearsed, unedited, right? Well, in this video, I'm slightly edited because my camera died off, right? But I can say whatever I want without being interfered by outside interference, right? And I'm not taking any money. I just want people to think and ask questions. That's the point of this video, right? And it's for real Americans, people who love their country and they don't want to see it going down to hell, all right? But if you like what I'm doing, please find me on BitChute, Minds.com, Twitter, Gab.com, and most important, YouTube. Because I'm not leaving YouTube, right? Even though they're banning all these stuff, they're doing banning people for no reason, demonetizing people for no reason. Even though they're doing that, I'm not gonna leave YouTube. I'm still riding it until the wheels fall off, right? Because when you don't quit. We just don't quit. We just make videos. If they ban us again, ban me again, or any one of us, we make another video, make another channel, and reposting it. They can't ban us all, guys. They can't ban us all. Alright? Once we die, we multiply. Alright? We don't die, we multiply. Let me put in that term. Alright? I'm very passionate about this, right? Like, share, subscribe. Because when you subscribe on YouTube, it encourages me to make more videos. When I make more videos, the more YouTube will get saturated with my videos. The more YouTube will get saturated with my videos, the more it goes out to people and enlighten people, wake up people, alright? And that's the point, to make people question, alright? And on that note, guys, I thank you for listening to me. I know I've been rambling all these times, and you know what? We gotta do something. You just can't sit there and stand there and look at, what's going on right now. Make a video, share the message. Alright, on that note, guys, I know your time is precious. I'm not trying to waste any of your time. This is the Highly Evolved Podcast in the car edition. I'm Safan. Show some love, like, share, subscribe. And on that note, guys, peace.